6 shocking sex facts about women every man must know. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Now let's be honest, when it comes to sex and intimacy, there's always more to learn, right? Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of female sexuality with 6 shocking science-backed facts that every man and really everyone should know. These aren't just random tidbits, guys. These are game changers. We're talking about insights that can transform your understanding of intimacy and enhance your connection with your partner. Let's get started. Let's kick things off with a bang, or rather, a whole lot of pleasurable tingling. Today, we're diving deep into the world of female pleasure, and trust me, it's a journey worth taking. Guys, if you take away just one thing from this video, let it be this. The clitoris is the epicenter of female pleasure. Understanding this can transform your intimate experiences. The clitoris is the epicenter of female pleasure. It's not just a small, insignificant part, it's a powerhouse of sensation. The clitoris is a complex and fascinating organ with over 8,000 nerve endings. That's double the amount found in a penis. Imagine the potential for pleasure. That's double the amount found in a penis. This means that the clitoris is incredibly sensitive and responsive to touch. That's right, the clitoris exists solely for pleasure, and understanding its anatomy and importance is crucial for unlocking truly mind-blowing experiences for your partner. It's not just about knowing where it is, but how to engage with it. The clitoris isn't just the little nub you see, it actually extends internally, forming a wishbone-shaped structure that surrounds the vaginal opening. This internal structure means that there's more to explore than meets the eye. That means that stimulation in one area can radiate outwards, creating waves of pleasure throughout her entire body. It's like a ripple effect, where one touch can lead to an entire symphony of sensations. So how do you unlock the full potential of this incredible pleasure center? It's all about understanding and experimenting. Direct clitoral stimulation is key, guys. But remember, every woman is different, so what works for one might not work for another. Don't be afraid to experiment with different touches, pressures and rhythms. Variety is the spice of life, and this is especially true when it comes to pleasure. Pay attention to her reactions, and don't be afraid to ask her what feels good. Communication is key in any relationship, and it's no different here. Incorporating techniques that indirectly stimulate the clitoris during intercourse, like the coital alignment technique or using pillows for support, can make a world of difference. Embrace the clitoris, gentlemen. These techniques can enhance pleasure and bring you closer together. Learn about it, talk about it, and most importantly, give it the attention it deserves. Your efforts will be rewarded with deeper intimacy and unforgettable experiences. Let's talk about orgasms, baby, or rather the frustrating reality that many women face, the dreaded orgasm gap. Here's a startling statistic. Only about 18% of women consistently orgasm from penetration alone. So if you've been relying solely on penetration to get your partner off, chances are you've been missing the mark. This isn't about blaming anyone. It's about understanding the female anatomy and recognizing that for most women, penetration alone simply isn't enough to reach the peak of pleasure. Remember the magnificent clitoris we talked about earlier? Well, it plays a starring role in achieving orgasm. For many women, clitoral stimulation is essential for reaching climax. Incorporating techniques that directly target the clitoris during sex, like using your fingers, a sex toy, or even experimenting with different positions, can make all the difference. Emotional connection, intimacy, and feeling desired are also crucial factors in female arousal and orgasm. Creating a safe and comfortable space for your partner to express her needs and desires is paramount. Bridging the orgasm gap isn't about ticking boxes. It's about approaching sex as a shared experience, a journey of exploration and pleasure for both partners. Gentlemen, let's talk about foreplay. And no, I'm not talking about a quick peck on the lips and a hasty fumble with buttons. I'm talking about taking your sweet time, building anticipation, and truly savoring every touch, every kiss, every whispered word. For many women, arousal is a gradual process. It's about creating a slow burn, a delicious build-up of tension that culminates in explosive pleasure. Rushing into things is like trying to speed read a romance novel. You might get the gist of the story, but you'll miss all the juicy details that make it truly captivating. Aim for at least 20 minutes of dedicated foreplay before even thinking about penetration. Think of it as an investment. The more you put in, the greater the returns. Foreplay is about exploring each other's bodies with curiosity and care, discovering what ignites those sparks of desire. It's about creating an emotional connection, building intimacy, and making your partner feel desired and cherished. Embrace foreplay as an essential part of any intimate encounter and watch as your sex life transforms from ordinary to extraordinary. Chapter 4. The power of open communication. Talking your way to better sex. Let's face it, folks, when it comes to sex, sometimes things can get lost in translation. We often assume our partners can read our minds, but the reality is far from it. We might think we're sending all the right signals, but without open and honest communication, we're just shooting in the dark. Misunderstandings can lead to frustration and unmet needs. Communication is the cornerstone of any healthy and fulfilling relationship, and that includes our sex lives. It's not just about talking, it's about connecting on a deeper level. Talking openly about our desires, boundaries, and even our insecurities can feel vulnerable, but it's the key to unlocking a deeper level of intimacy and pleasure. It's about building trust and understanding. How can you expect your partner to fulfill your needs if you don't tell them what they are? Clear communication helps in setting the right expectations. And conversely, how can you hope to satisfy your partner if you're too afraid to ask what gets them going? It's a two-way street where both partners need to feel heard and understood. Start by creating a safe and non-judgmental space where you both feel comfortable expressing yourselves freely. This environment fosters openness and honesty. Communication isn't just about voicing your desires, it's also about actively listening to your partner. Listening shows that you value their feelings and perspectives. Whether it's expressing a fantasy, suggesting a new position, or simply asking, "How does that feel?" Open communication can transform your sex life from mundane to magical. It's about exploring together and finding what works for both of you. Ditch the assumptions, embrace the power of words, and watch as your intimacy soars to new heights. Remember, the journey to better sex starts with a single conversation. Chapter 5. Letting go of goals. Why connection trumps performance in the bedroom. Let's talk about something that might be a little uncomfortable: performance anxiety. We've all been there. That pressure to perform, to hit all the right spots, to make it an experience for the books. But here's the thing. Focusing too much on the goal of sex, whether it's orgasm or some grand finale, can actually sabotage your chances of getting there. When you're so caught up in your head, worrying about whether you're doing it right or if you're lasting long enough, you're not truly present in the moment. Being present, being fully engaged with your partner, is where the real magic happens. Shift your mindset from performance to connection. Instead of focusing on the destination, let's savor the journey. Sex isn't a test to be passed or a performance to be judged. It's an opportunity to connect with another human being on a deeply intimate level. Prioritize intimacy over goals and everyone wins. Chapter 6. The diverse landscape of female pleasure. One size does not fit all. Let's address the myth that there's some secret formula for pleasing all women, some magical combination of moves that will unlock ultimate ecstasy. This idea is not only misleading, but also diminishes the rich tapestry of human sexuality. Each woman is a unique individual with her own set of desires, preferences, and turn-ons. Here's the truth. Female pleasure is as diverse and unique as the women who experience it. What works wonders for one woman might not have the same effect on another. This diversity is something to be celebrated, not simplified. What sends shivers down one woman's spine might elicit a shrug from another. This is why it's crucial to approach each partner with an open mind and a willingness to learn and adapt. The beauty of human sexuality lies in its variety, in the understanding that one size does not fit all. This variety is what makes intimate connections so exciting and fulfilling. Just like our personalities, our preferences in the bedroom are shaped by a myriad of factors. Our biology, our experiences, our emotional landscape. These elements come together to create a unique sexual fingerprint for each individual. Embracing this diversity is key to unlocking truly fulfilling and pleasurable experiences. When we acknowledge and appreciate these differences, we open the door to deeper connections and more satisfying encounters. Instead of relying on outdated scripts or assuming you know what your partner wants, ask. Open communication is paramount. It's the foundation upon which trust and intimacy are built. Create a safe and non-judgmental space for her to express her desires, her boundaries, and what feels good. This environment of trust and openness is essential for exploring and understanding each other's needs. Every woman is different, and what worked with a previous partner might not resonate with your current one. This is why it's so important to stay curious and attentive. Be open to trying new things, experimenting with different techniques, and most importantly, paying attention to her responses. Her feedback is invaluable in guiding you towards what feels best for her. Embrace the diversity of female pleasure, gentlemen. Ditch the assumptions, ask questions, and embark on a journey of exploration together. This journey is not just about discovering what brings her pleasure, but also about deepening your connection and understanding of each other. So there you have it, gentlemen. 6 shocking sex facts about women that every man should know. Hopefully, this video has left you feeling empowered, enlightened, and maybe even a little bit more connected to your own sexuality and that of your partner. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding the intricacies of female pleasure is the key to unlocking deeper intimacy and more fulfilling experiences for both of you. If you found these facts eye-opening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that can transform your relationships and enhance your intimacy. Until next time, stay curious and stay connected.